I can't make videos anymore, but I can at the moment still record my voice. With all the insanity that's going on out in this world, most everyone wonders, what do we do, There's nothing anyone in a body, myself inclusive, can do to change all this stuff. It has to come from the other side. I'll be out of here soon, and when I do, I'll take care of it. I've said since the very beginning that you just wake up and take care of yourself and leave me with the big stuff. I wasn't talking about this body, this JSX thing. I was talking about who I am, the real me, what I am inside, just like the real you, spirit, sentient energy that's beautiful, strong, intelligent, powerful, and eternal. I'll take care of the big mess. You just try to keep waking up. And I kept saying that because, excuse me, I knew what I was going to do after this life. I'm destroying this creation the way it is. It's no longer about abusers. It's no longer about a fight between good and evil. It's no longer about people being tortured and abused. It's about destroying all the abusers, getting the over-abused back home as themselves, spirit, sentient energy, get them out of the bodies so they can heal, and help them heal with the proper energy. They're starting all this crap up again over here, physical world in this planet, with the COVID and new shots and wearing masks again and everything. It's all insane. It's going to be stopped. I just have to get out of this body. Those of you that have been following me a while know how sick I am, but something that's popped up now is found out I got cancer, and it's spreading all through the body. Doctors are pissed I don't want to do anything, but she knows me. She knows why. This body is dying. I am getting out. I'm having help from the other side, but it's a huge part of myself I released many years ago when I was still very strong and complete. 2015. And I released it to protect the Leo cluster, especially the M66 star cluster. Anyway, I don't do crank-ups, and there's no need to because I can't. My energy's gone. Now, what I've put into the stones and spheres and stuff at the spiritualfoundation.com, that's all good. I mean, that's powerful as hell. The field literally emanates from what I am inside this body. There's a thread still that goes from me inside this brain outside, and it's the field. As soon as I'm finally completely free of this body, then the field is going to become much, much stronger. Okay, it's going to be 10 plus times stronger. All the stones, the spheres and stuff I put an energy into, that's going to increase. That's going to more than triple. So the spheres have been reaching anywhere from 55 to about 90 feet radius. Not diameter, radius. That's not going to triple. But they'll go up to 150 foot, and they'll be a hell of a lot stronger. It doesn't triple in size, but it more than triples in power. It gives you more willpower. The star Essonite stone, especially the spheres, they give you more power, more willpower, more strength and understanding. It crams more of you into your body, so you're more you. I'm going to release some videos about some spheres, about your energy body and everything else, trying to help. Everyone loves to talk about gloom and doom and all this crap. People, this is a cleansing. It's not gloom and doom. It's not the end of the world. It's the end of the abuse in the world and the suffering. Everything's not going to be perfect. The physical world can't be perfect, but it's being changed, and you'll see. There's no God. Your God and devil were the same original first being halves, male and female. Your angels and demons were the same people. The original first being servants. Everyone calls them angels. Well, when they did stuff bad, if they show themselves, they throw you a nasty looking thing, and it's like poor Lucifer. He was the first protector ever made. All he's ever done is protect, but you had to have someone to blame this stuff on. Anyway, I can't talk anymore. It's everything I can do to pump myself up to put this out. Anyway, here's some of the old videos and stuff that I've put out about stuff that's very important as far as helping you to get through what's coming, as well as helping you to become yourself, your actual self. You need the understanding. It takes the knife, it takes the blade, the edge off of the blade of what's coming. You'll see soon. It's not about abuse, it's about change, cleansing. Folks, love you. See you soon. It's myself.
Hey there, folks. It's about 7:20 a.m. 7:40 a.m. A little after that, 7:42 a.m. September 8th, I believe. It's a Thursday, I believe. Anyway, 2016. This is so to speak standard reading, standard class material, learning material for family members doing crank ups. This is good for everyone. Just understand how your brain works. Okay. Now, inside your body, you have a core energy that goes up and down your spine. Starts basically just below. It starts in the pelvic bone, just below where the spine attaches to it, and then it goes up all the way to the top part of your head here, the upper crown, okay? And it flows in and out of itself, okay? It's flowing. It kind of goes in, and then out and around, and then out and around, and then in. It kind of goes like that, but it goes through itself at the same time. If water could move through each other, move through itself, then it'd be like two streams meeting each other and going by each other, through each other, whatever. It's kind of different stuff. Anyway, that's the core energy. That's where most of the power is. The solar plexus energy field is inside the core, okay? Mostly inside the core. On the average, 2/3 of the solar plexus energy field is within the core, right about where the gut is. Just it's in the gut. Then also there's the, I'm just covering the major fields here that are relative to you using your abilities. And then the other one, the next one up, is the heart energy, which is right around where the heart is, okay? The heart energy is touching inside the core, but it's not buried within it. It's off in the core just a little bit. That's when someone is solar plexus, they feel gut energy and stuff really strong, very strong gut feeling. When they're heart energy, they feel stuff more through the body, okay? Fingertips, feet, but the fingertips, the palms, they get hotter, they sweat, get tingle, they feel stuff all through the body. This is generally speaking, okay? And then the next one going up is the, we call pineal, but it's like, the brain, but it's pineal focused. It's seeing things, okay? And they're the people that feel more in their head when they're getting cranked up. Now, the core energy goes straight up and down. It's flowing all the time. It's got two energies in it right now. It's got two spirits in it right now, two sentient energies in it. One is part of the planet. The other one is your visiting spirit. The planetary part is what used to be part of Gaia and was separated to have its own separate lives. Is usually about 40%, 60% is a visiting spirit. Now, that's what's going in and out of the body, flowing in and out all over the place. Okay, just nonstop. It's in the body, but if the energy from it flows out everywhere because it's so big. But the strong parts of it are going straight up and down right in there. It's amazing how energy can focus itself within a solid being and still be energy. All right, now how does this all work? How does it put together? How do your abilities run? Okay, now solar plexus. The solar plexus gets a lot of energy, goes right through all the crowns and everything else. Okay, first I need to finish stating where everything is. You have the we have the sacral, the base chakra. That's where emotions are. That'll mess you up. That'll really screw you up. Okay, and your earth energy likes to hang around there, and it's used to using that to manipulate what the body does. Okay. Not a good thing. The new lives are coming where there's single spirit cores. Okay, the earth energy is going to be going in there. They need to be cleaned, fixed, dealt with the way they need to help them and or everyone else the properly, and then they need to be in planets, not people. Okay, and that'll make them happy. They're suffering. Anyway. So the base chakra you want to keep subdued. You want to subdue as much as you can. You can't just keep it subdued, but that's a basic, it'd be good if we could, thought process. Now the energy coming up through your body. Solar plexus is like an on-off knowing thing. It's a knowing thing. The energy comes up. It goes past the heart. The pineal gland starts right here. The pineal energy field, starts right here, and then and ends right here in the middle of the forehead. That's not your gland. Anyway, the pineal gland is actually in the back part of the brain stem, and you can Google that, find it for yourself. Okay, but that's the energy field right here. Now, inside your body. Okay, inside the brain going up. There's a hypothalamus. It's like, just pretend this is the hypothalamus right here, okay? And then there's an energy field that it's like if you put a blanket on it, it floats up above it. There's an energy field right here. It's the lower crown. There's 3 basic crowns, okay? So there's the lower crown. Now, in between these two things, the energy, information, knowledge, everything goes, understanding, everything moves all in and out. The hypothalamus gland pretty much creates understanding, okay? It has help with the heart and everything else. Actually, I'll explain that in just a minute. But then here's the lower crown, and then above that right here, it's like a magnifying lens, is the middle crown, and then there's the upper crown. Okay, the upper crown's right here. This is like the upper crown, okay? Some people it's like this, some people it's like this. After people get cranked up, it goes way down. It's way open, okay? And more energy flows in and out. Now, if you took a magnifying glass, put it on your head, and let it sink down to where it's just barely touching the top of your ears, right around that, but it's inside your brain. It's a lens. Okay, that is your middle crown. Okay, now what happens as things move through the crown? We're going to get back to the solar plexus stuff in a minute. I want to catch this first. Information comes in through the top of your crown. It's a little bit of a funnel like this. Okay, just a little bit of a funnel that comes straight in. And then it focuses a little bit coming through the upper crown, and then it hits that middle lens inside your head. Okay, the middle crown. It hits that lens, and that focuses it onto that lower crown. And then the lower crown takes that condensed information, and then it sends it to the hypothalamus that floats right above it. And it's almost like there's an electrical energy storm going on in between the two of them all the time, but it's energy, okay? It's metaphysical, magnetic energy. I've proven that on when I went to Martin's Head out in, Sweden, while he had the quantitative electroencephalogram on his head. But anyway, and then hypothalamus uses it for creating understanding. Takes thought, turns it into understanding. You see images, all kinds of stuff goes through there. Okay, now also with the hypothalamus, so the hypothalamus works with all the crowns. Okay, also the hypothalamus works with the pineal gland. When the pineal sees things multidimensionally, that goes right into the hypothalamus gland. Okay, the pituitary gland. It's like an energy field that's like a motorcycle helmet that's on your head, and then there's a hole cut out where the crown is. And then it just flows all over the place. It helps build high definition clarity on everything you're seeing. Picture Jasper works really good for that, for the pituitary gland. Now the pineal gland is actually in the back part of the brainstem, but it flows through it and goes right to here. Okay, now the pineal gland sends information to the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus is getting all that information directly in through the crowns. Okay, it's also got information coming from the core energy. It goes up into it. It comes information that comes from the gut, the solar plexus, from the heart. All of that, it comes up into the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus is like a control point. Okay, the pituitary gland. Okay, it's in the front part of the brainstem, but it goes out everywhere. That information goes into the hypothalamus also. So the hypothalamus is the control point, grand central station for all these sensory inputs and things that are being done. It creates an understanding, and it does it with the use of all your different metaphysical abilities. Okay, coming from other glands and whatever, everywhere, energy and physical parts of your brain also. The scanner where you see remote viewing, that actually happens in a base part of the brain. That goes right into the hypothalamus also. So all your abilities run through the hypothalamus gland, okay, in that area, that region immediate there. That's quick, it's fast, but that's the basis of how it all works. That's how it all ties together. Solar plexus is kind of it's mostly an on-off, like yes or no kind of thing, or a gut feeling that moves around a little more and it gets a little deeper. Okay, it's more articulate than an on and off switch. It's like it's got different dimmers in there, slide up and down for different information, but you get a gut feeling. Okay, the heart's really strong. The heart literally takes emotions from your base chakra, pulls it up, takes raw data, knowledge from your brain relative to the number 8, pulls it down into your heart. It pulls it down into it. And it takes that and it creates a feeling. The feeling it sends outward in the heart, and then it comes back in, but it also, the heart also takes that feeling, puts it up back into the hypothalamus. It gets remixed again with other stuff and comes down as understanding. So the heart and the hypothalamus do work together for understanding, to create understanding. The hypothalamus does more work than the heart does on the understanding part of it, but the heart has to create the feeling first. Let's see, it's just the body parts working in unison. Now, the heart, when your heart energy reaches out, when it comes back in, it pulls in heart energy from other people. Our hearts are everywhere, are talking everywhere. That's why when people are really sensitive with their heart and they're not super strong yet, or they're in bodies and they have some energy that used to belong to the planet inside their core with them that's really skitty, then it's hard for them to, to just be in an area where there's a lot of people because there's so much going on. It's like, why are they so afraid that people are just there? Well, because they're talking with all of them. They have a huge conversation. It's like everyone's screaming at them. That's why. It's a very natural thing, folks. Things are much simpler than you think. Okay? The more you find out about yourself, just like this, the more you're going to understand why things happen, and then things in your life start to fall into place. Every time you take data, knowledge, once you consume it, relax with it, it becomes understanding through the heart and the hypothalamus. Then you understand things. The larger your collection of understandings, the greater your wisdom. Okay? Which, remember, doesn't mean you're any better than anyone else. It's just the greater your wisdom. You've just improved, made your ability to understand and function properly better. So the heart, when people are really strong, empathic with their heart, when they reach out and get information, everyone does this all the time, but when they're really strong in the heart, it's easier for them to reach out and grab concentrate on a person and feel them directly. When you feel their heart, when you feel their heart energy, when you feel someone else's heart energy, what's in that heart energy? Their emotions, understanding that they have, plus raw data from their brains. Sometimes people with heart energy, they actually feel like they're reading someone's mind. They're not. But they are getting and reading some of the thoughts that are mixed up in heart energy. They're not in the person's brain. They're not allowed there. But and it doesn't work like that. It just can't function like that. To go in someone's brain, you have to be ridiculously powerful and go straight in. But anyway, so you are getting thoughts, some of their thoughts and their emotions and everything else. That's why the heart feels so much. It creates feeling. The pineal. Oh, damn, I forgot something on the crank up thing. Anyway, on the pineal gland sees multidimensionally everywhere. Okay? All over the place. The pineal gland is very important. Helps you see multidimensional beings everywhere. Okay, it really helps you see. When the scanner right here, you can see in and out of dimensions when they're close, like subdimensional and a little bit into the next dimension, but it does not have the power of the pineal to see like that. Now also the scanner does have much more clarity, high definition clarity in what it's seeing. Okay, but the pineal sees more shapes, shadows, and it does get an image. People who are solar plexus oftentimes oriented, that's the strongest part of their frequencies. They get all kinds of images and stuff, and they're usually very good through the scanner. That is a quick course, but it's also a complete course in how the brain and your body function together to work. Okay? If you can understand just what I told you, just what I quickly put out there, from there you can grow further, but you'll already be in a place where other people have no idea how to get there. You can spend 50 grand with a guru and you'll never get there. You're going to learn what he wants you to. 99% of them are just controlling people. They have such a kind heart, they're so loving. What happens when you do something they don't approve of? Oh, he gets mad. Oh yeah, he's loving. That's controlling. Anyway, folks, whatever. Love you. Have a good one. The pineal sphere is made, of course, to work on the pineal. The three main focal points of energy within your body are pineal based, then heart based, and then solar plexus or gut based. Those are the three different power players within your body that allow you to see and function. Anyway, the pineal sphere works on the pineal gland. The star essonite in it, the lapis lazuli. There's a bunch of different things we put in there. There's a list we'll put on it's on the website, but I'll tell you right here. Star essonite, stick selenite, lapis lazuli, celestite, picture jasper, and citrine. Now there's more that goes in it, but that's enough to tell you about. Those are the most important ones. That way, people, what's in there. When you sleep, or when it's near you, anytime it's near you, when you sleep and it's near you, that energy literally goes into your body. You reach out to it, believe it or not. You reach out to it, and then you get your energy from it, and then it's continually moving back and forth. Remember, your hearts can talk easily across the planet. Okay, easily. So reaching out a couple of feet to a stone to some stone energy is no problem. If you're within 4 feet of it, 3 or 4 feet, that's where it's going to work the best. Okay. The full power, max power spheres. You might want it a little farther away. The pineal sphere is made to hit the pineal, and it'll still reach out to hit you far. If you're 4 foot, if you have it within 4 feet of you when you're sleeping, your pineal gland is going to get hard, strong work the whole time you're sleeping. Then if you roll 6 foot away, whatever, you're still going to feel it. But that's what it's for. The pineal sees multidimensionally. Pineal field goes from here, above the eyes, and right up here in the middle of this, just the lower middle of the forehead, all the way down to the bottom, to below the larynx, the throat box, or the voice box, whatever you want to call it, right above the clavicle bone. Okay, that's the pineal field. That's why these can also help you in speech, talking. Okay, and that is the pineal sphere. The heart sphere is literally about your heart energy. Again, the heart's one of the 3 energy fields in the body. The main energy fields that you do everything through. The pineal, heart, and the solar plexus. The heart's incredibly powerful. The heart grabs the major data from the brain, and then it grabs the major emotion going on, excuse me, in the base chakra, creates a feeling, sends it off, and then it goes on up to the hypothalamus. Add a little more energy is added to it, the data, thought process, and then it creates understanding, and then that comes out, that goes into the heart and goes out everywhere. So the hearts are working everywhere. These will strengthen your heart. Okay, they make it stronger. We have very good rhodonite that we put in them. Almost every single one of our stones is AAA grade. Okay, we spare no expense getting the best stones we can. Period. When you don't buy a 10 at a time, that can be expensive. Anyway, see, stuff and going on the heart sphere. Star essonite, stick selenite, rhodonite, celestite, garnet, fluorite, and carnelian, and then there's more. But I gave you the basic ones that are in there, the most important ones that are in there. Again, that's so you know they're in there. If you're heart-based, you can go to a store, buy those stones. But if you buy one of these spheres, not only is there a full the heart sphere, not only is there a full combination of the proper stones, but I've cranked them up, and so is Deanna. So you have very powerful, balanced source spirit inside there, and that stays there along with the energy of the stone. That's forever. Never goes away. Put it next to your bed when you sleep. Excuse me. It helps your heart straighten up. It can help you sleep, help you relax. It's one of the spheres too that can help you when you have things bothering you trying to go to sleep. Okay.